to Week 4, Day 2 of OSL, the OSU Summer League Summer Broadcast. Once again, I'm Jim. Today, joining me on the desk will be Lolipo. I'm just as confused. I don't know who this guy is either. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, my name is Victor Lolipo Stolen. I am one of the officers here at OCCI. I look forward to working with you guys. It's been a while since you've heard my voice. Last time was Press Start Land, where I helped pass him on the desk before that friendly Cedar by the San Diego. That was San Diego, right?
That was SD, yes.
They lost so pathetic.
Yeah, dude. Good thing happy 6th UCI student. Awesome.
We're looking at an exciting matchup here coming up between Ryan and Jason. I helped set up the match and they're both rearing to go. There was a lot of salt thrown at each other, a lot of DMs. We're looking for a great matchup. I'm looking forward to it. How about you?
Whoa, dude. I don't know about that, dude. No BM allowed. OSL right now is an anti-meme zone and an anti-bully zone. That's the second purpose of it. So I think we need to take a step back there and
Let me tell you, dude,
discourage the toxicity, man.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yo, dude. Come on, man. All right.
Anyway, so while we're waiting to load up, we just thought we'd give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Huion, for giving us a nice set of prizes for both the raffles and also for our finals. So look out into the chat and make sure that you don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity. So yeah, but anyways, back to the game that's at hand. What do you think of this matchup?
It is very, very skewed actually. Ryland here only a 9k player, while Jason here is actually among 2.5k, I believe. So it's definitely going to be very, very difficult for him to try to pull out the win, but once again, rank does not mean everything in these kinds of matches. Who chokes first, who can just kind of make it clutch whenever it happens. So, I don't know. It could go either way, in my opinion.
Let me tell you something. One of the first matches that I was helping set up for this tournament, we actually had the one and only Funny Trees come in and snipe from out of nowhere. We've had some pretty great upsets in our time, so we look forward to seeing and just hope that this match will prove to be a great tiebreaker.
And if you want to go ahead and tell the guys that they're good to start, just, yeah, go ahead. Unfortunately, we are a little bit short-staffed tonight. Sorry about that, guys. So we are going to have one of our refs also be one of our casters. And apologies for the low sounding on his mic right now. We're actually kind of have to share one. We are in the same room right now currently. So kind of squeezing together, getting very, very personal. Good stuff always at OSUCI. But yeah. Looks like I will be adding...
Yeah, it's looking like we actually have some technical difficulties on the end of Ryland with his network. He's still trying to download the warm-up map around 40%, but hopefully he can download it or they can pick another map that they both have. So,
Okay.
yeah, but just a little bit more information. It's looking like we're going to have a good match here. We've actually got some good matches coming during the day. Why don't you tell us a bit about our schedule for the night?
Let's take a look here. Currently, we do have Ryland versus Kyomotsu Jason for our 8:30 time slot. Coming into 8:30, we probably will be streaming the Ignite versus Natalia matchup for our featured one of tonight. Always fun to abuse his fans and viewers for our own little personal gain. So once again, thank you for letting us ride the hype train to fame, quote unquote. Anyways, after that, 9 o'clock, we do have several matchups there. Another full slot with IO Exception versus Kogre-kun, Jaskier 2 versus the Luffy, Ryan Gooseling versus Kenny Yam, and I'm disregard the last one. Just those two actually. Again, and for our 9:30 session, we will have Painsinger versus Katora and Ecliptus versus Aoyuki for the 9:30 on Sunday, finishing up our night. Followed by that, we will have our giveaway for our tablet, as always, on our Sunday night. So be sure to stick around to the end of the stream to participate in that, as well as the map draw for the next for week 6, I believe. So again, all of our players, if you guys are watching, be sure to stay tuned as well to kind of get the upper hand and spend all the time you can to prepare.
Yeah, so it's looking like we're still having some errors, so I thought we'd talk a little bit about the map pool that we picked for this week. Well, that was randomly generated by yours truly's map pool generator.
Yeah, man, do a little plugin for your future
Yeah, it's pretty good. But anyways, for this week, we actually had some pretty interesting maps. One of my favorite, Yellow Smile, actually brings a smile to my face every time it gets played.
Dude, really?
Hey man.
Hey, dude.
Anyways, we also got we actually had a couple of really good songs in general. Why don't we just pull up some of the no mods, because I've actually just besides Yellow Smile, Asymmetry and Won't You Stay, they're both just a lot of fun maps to play. And if you're ever in the mood for some no mod grinding, just go ahead and look those up. I'm sure our participants have had fun playing it. But yeah, it looks like Violence and Kimos are going to be changing their warm-up map.
Unfinished Excel World. Never got around to watching the show. Heard very, very mixed reviews about it. Some people loved it, some people hated it. Very, very polarizing. So, yeah.
What's the weed's opinion? We're here to play OC, not watch
Hey, dude.
anime.
Come on, man. No bully, dude. No bully.
No bully.
No
Sorry,
bully.
this is a safe environment.
Safe environment.
Free to have crap taste. But yeah, it's gonna be a good match. Unfinished is a great song. There's a great mapper and behind it, and we'll be looking forward to seeing this warm up as soon as it's going. Looks like they will.
Both actually be trolling the crap out of me. I'm picking Freedom Dive for their warm-up pull here right now. Oh boy. The 4 dimensions of pull. This is this breaking our rules set? Is this over 5 minutes long?
You know, this might actually be breaking our rules, so I might have to.
You might need to step in on that and clear it up. Up, it's too late. The brakes on the train are off. We're playing Freedom Dive. Alright, boys, let's do this shit.
Alright.
Alright, let's do this. Ryland here seems to be having some lag issues. Potentially even desync. Or just give our tournament client a second to sync up. Okay, looks like both players are slightly kill right now. We'll try to sync that up for you guys in a second. Is syncing back up. Ryland coming out strong with 40% accuracy, always a good thing. That's actually pretty decent in my opinion. And as Ryland will kind of give up on that. This was Jason's pick, I believe, however, yes?
This was Kimotsu Jason's pick for warm-up, and then Ryland will be picking our first round song. They were having a little bit of issues trying to find a map that they both already had, but I guess Freedom Dive does definitely show the diversity of the maps that are available to this caliber.
I mean, I wouldn't really say it's two of them. We kind of think these kind of matching really good. But, yeah. Whatever gets your fingers moving and kind of settles up in there, right?
Yeah, and I figure it's not much to cast because when you look at it, these guys are picking crazier and crazier maps each week and just trying to show off just how crazy it can be. But yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a long ride for this warm-up map. Hopefully it won't take too long.
Alright.
We definitely want to get into more matches.
Alright, we'll try to get the audio fixed for you guys ASAP actually. Now, why don't we swap you off to your laptop? We're sorry about that, everybody. Trying our best to kind of make do with the current situation, but once again, just a little bit short-staffed this time of the week around. A lot of our people are just a little bit MIA doing other things with their summer. But fear not, next week we will be returning with hopefully a much more prepared staff. So sorry about that in advance.
Let's see if this works any better.
There we go.
But yeah, a little bit of tumble on both sides.
Still pretty quiet on his end right there, but we'll work on that again. Once again, sorry.
Okay, so we definitely have some terrible runs. Let's be honest here. Ryland and Kimotsu not doing too well.
Well, I mean, Freedom Dive is definitely a map reserved only for the top players of the game. Passing it is kind of just a very, very big test of your stamina alone. Holding decent combo and accuracy on it is an entirely separate thing.
Yeah, and we don't want to discredit them for holding those crazy streams.
As of this point, I'm going to kind of really say holding. It kind of seems like, once again, this was a bit of a troll pick for the warm-up map. So, you know, just kind of let them have their fun, I guess.
Yeah, not really too much to talk about for this map, but looking into this actual matchup, it's actually looking like Ryland's not doing too well. So this could be bidding some dangerous waters for him later into the series.
Not too much to worry about. It is just a warm-up pick, and unfortunately our map pool is nothing near as difficult in the actual game, in the actual stage of the tournament. But that's not to say it may not change later on. As the group stages do progress, the quarterfinals will be coming up next, and those will be increasing difficulty, as will the semis and the grands after that. So be sure to keep in mind out. If you guys have any suggestions for any sort of maps you guys might want to see played, feel free to message them to us, and we might get a playtest in, and who knows, we might enjoy it and just put it in the tournament.
Yeah, it's pretty much that type of process, trying to find great maps that everyone enjoys and still is a great challenge.
Always fun stuff here. Looks like Jason finishing a little bit earlier on the client, but we'll be taking the win on the warm-up pick there. And alright, with the slightly rule-breaking picks they had there, we will go ahead and try to get right into the tournament. Good hustle there, boys, by both sides.
Yeah, if you just look at that accuracy, it's just an ugly sprawl of fail and pass.
Hey man, that's double what Max usually gets, so... Let's take a look here.
Can do it, it's Max.
The first pick they have here is not in our map pool just yet. Renard Blue Knight. That is later on in our tournament, I believe. So, they seem to be having just a little bit of trouble selecting a map. They should be fixing that up pretty shortly, though.
Yeah, not too much to say about that, but as we go into the first song, with Ryland picking the first map, what do you think he's going to pick? Is he more of a DT player, or do you think he's going to be no mod?
Well, Ryland actually being on the lower end of the ranks in our tournaments, he will actually pick a song not in our map pool. We might need to go ahead and give them... Oh, my mistake. This is actually the hidden pick for this week, yes. 5.8 stars by Renard. Yes, my mistake. I was mistakenly for Tower of Smoke, which is in our tiebreaker map. But definitely a very high BPM map. Something that you're going to need a lot of control and ability to read to handle.
It's okay, man. I'm sure the map must have been hidden somewhere from you.
Yeah, dude, same. I made this map pool. I have no idea what's in it still. That's great, dude. But as before, it's been said, Hidden has been the bane of many players in our tournament, as has Hard Rock. So it just kind of goes to show that all mods are, while PP games on Hidden are not very high, it is definitely still something that is difficult at the higher levels.
Yeah, I totally agree. With the difference in BPMs between maps, there really is a difficulty in doing Hidden in multiple different maps.
Yeah, especially. Early on, I was actually one of the SS farmers for easy and normal maps, where I got the majority of my PV, and I always thought Hard Rock was such an easy mod because, I mean, the map wasn't too hard to begin with, so there's not much room to make it much harder. And as soon as I saw kind of higher level players play that on anything over like 5 stars, it was just incredible how accurate and just how precise you have to be. And we will have Ryland here coming out to an early lead on his own pick. Jason choking twice now, dropping combo down to only 30, approaching 50 right there, and holding a 4% accuracy discrepancy beneath Ryland here.
Yeah, you can definitely see Ryland's comfort in this map pick.
Really bridging the 8k score, the 8k rank difference here quite nicely, as he will actually fail on that part. Oof, that's going to be rough.
Yeah, wouldn't want to do that again before the fail. Now, as the map progresses, it's going to get a little bit harder, am I right?
This map actually does stay relatively consistent throughout the entire beat map. But once again, stamina is a huge issue for this, especially something that's this kind of mashy to a certain extent. players are really going to players are really going to need to be able to read it quite well.
And it looks like Komatsu is just going to break one more time, and his fate's pretty much sealed for this round.
With only 40% of the map left, so we will have a 6 million score lead coming for Ryland already. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that the map is pretty much over at this point. But that's not to say, once again, if he does fail, Jason will come away with the win, as we did actually have the chance to see that yesterday in, I believe, our first matchup with a Hard Rock pick. Choke's always very likely on stage, especially when you're under a bit of pressure and you are aware that you are being streamed right now. So it's always something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and with Ryland failing every once in a while like that, you always could fail at the very end.
Once again, failing in the middle of the map will not actually disqualify your score from us, but if you fail at the end and the map finishes, then the score will not count. So if you're going to choke, be sure to pick it at a right time, and try not to get too nervous, I guess.
Yeah, and a pretty incredible accuracy by Ryland. Keeping it in the 90s for pretty hard.
Yeah, dude. Oh man. Alright. Alright. And Ryland actually will be taking the first win here with his own pick here on Blue Knight by Bernard. Almost approaching that A rank right there had he broken the 93% accuracy, but next time, I guess. Incredible AC indeed right there, 92%. I've never seen it go that high before in my life. And it looks like it will go to a no-mod pick for Jason here. We will be playing Asymmetry. Very popular map. Was picked around 3 times yesterday, I believe. So definitely something to look out for, and potentially more of as we go on later into the night.
You know how I love no mod.
Yeah, dude. Oh man. How's everyone in Twitch chat doing tonight? See a lot of familiar faces here. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for coming out to support us every week. It means a lot, telling your friends and stuff like that. Always
yeah,
nice
man,
to...
I love you all.
Yeah, dude, same.
So Jimmy, tell me, for tonight, as we go into this next map, what song are you really looking forward to hearing?
It's a pretty good question. Hard for me to pick, as a lot of these maps in the map pool are pretty much my favorites. But I am actually looking for... Actually, Asymmetry I probably would say would be the map I'm most looking forward to see, which I'm very lucky in that case then, as we've already seen a pretty good amount of it. Still haven't gotten sick of it yet, so yeah. Both players coming out strong early on here. A few accuracy chokes, nothing too big to be worried about though. BPM and Sung will be picking up now here. Let's see who can stay on top.
Yeah, really high accuracies overall, both of them. Definitely not going to be a stomp, I don't think. What do you think?
As of this point, it's really hard to say. The map still is starting out, and Osu is such a snowballing game. So just one miss is all it takes to really screw someone over. As both players here actually will navigate the first again. Alright, Jason will break first here, and Rylan will have a chance to build a lead, approaching 400 combo pretty quickly. And he breaks like 2. Alright, well, I'm just gonna stop then. Sorry upon both sides to them. Caster's Curse afflicting both of them here. Jason now holding the combo edge with a chance to come back now.
more like a caster's blessing.
Yeah, man.
Because it gives us more chance to see some drama, some struggle.
Well, ooh, both players hitting those screams very, very nicely. Yeah, man. You really sense the emotion coming from him and all the drama from just clicking circles. Tells a lot about a person right there, huh? Combo still going strong for Jason right here. Rylan actually did unfortunately break a little bit earlier, so he will hold the deficiency now. Still not still not an unsurmountable lead, as the map is still relatively early through, half of it left. As Rylan will break again, he's going to need to minimize those. He wants any sort of chance of coming back to Jason now.
Yeah, and everyone please extend your energy to Kimochi so we can get into this tiebreaker.
Oh dude, no bias allowed, dude.
Hey man, I only support the tiebreaker now.
Yeah, man. Looks like he won't even need your energy right now as he comes out to a 4 million score lead on his own pick here over Ryland. As Ryland will break one more time, pretty much sealing the deal. Coming into the final little bit of a pause before the final set of jumps of the map. The thing about our symmetry is it doesn't really have any difficulty spikes or parts of the map that are too hard to read per se. Just a lot of consistency and a good ability to make jumps is all it takes. None of the kind of short sliders or any of the long screens known to trip a lot of people up. It really kind of made this map stand out as a favorite when it was in the qualified section of OSU.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a very good score for Kimochi Jason in general. I'm happy to see that we might actually see a tiebreaker now.
Yep. Once again, implying the fail doesn't come out. Always got to keep that possibility open and try to keep it unbiased on both sides to give both sides an equal shot at victory.
Yep, and as the map looks like it's going to finish up. Yes, and we have Kimochi Jason going through a step in the mile, and we got the tiebreaker.
Incredible accuracy coming out of both sides, both of them topping 92%. Very, very nice there. But yeah, it's a very close match here right now. Combo is very, very close actually. Rylant making a big comeback towards the end, but it just wasn't enough to overtake Jason. Whew. And it will be taken to a very, very well-deserved tiebreaker here. Kancho Namatenro once again here. We got a chance to see Captain One play this map the other day. His own map. Very, very cool to see.
Yes, and very cool it was. They both struggled and one succeeded.
Rylan here is just coming on Twitch chat claiming that he hates no mod, which will be pretty rough for him to come across in this last matchup then, as it is all of our tiebreakers are no mod. Another big news, Aerok had to take a piss before his match, so he will be delayed by 43 seconds and throwing off our schedule. Big shout out to him, thanks man.
Yeah man, you're the best.
Same. Alright here. Currently we have our other matchups being set up right now for our 8:30 session. Looks like we'll give both players a second to kind of get mentally prepared for the tiebreaker. Catch their breath a little bit. Everyone here knows that OSU is quite a draining sport. A little bit of lag coming out here. Rylan seems to have some connectivity issues right here on the tournament client, so we'll have to give that a second to see what's going on.
Yes, he had said to me beforehand that his internet was acting up and that he was experiencing slowness. So we'll just have to see what happens.
I'm gonna go ahead and get a check in client right now. Is Rylan still in the multiplayer lobby? Jason, you're kind of just playing alone. Not sure if he's aware.
It looks like Rylan is still playing in the lobby.
We'll go ahead and reset that lobby for you guys then. Give us just 1 second here. Jason's still holding very, very strong. Looks like we actually will not be able to show the tiebreaker of this game due to a few issues we do have with the tournament client going on right now. But fear not, we will be giving you guys updates later with the scores of the matchup.
Yes, don't worry, I will be on it.
Right. So in the meantime there, to kind of keep in touch with our schedule, let's go ahead and check out our 8:30 brackets right now to see who's ready and willing to play.
Yeah, quite a shame, but I'm sure when the results come out, I will be the first to let you know. Yes, it looks like Rylan Spine exited from the match.
That actually...
So they'll have to redo it.
Oh boy. I believe our rules actually do say that if somebody does disconnect, they are disqualified from the current matchup, and that means he actually may have to forfeit the loss to Jason in that case. We'll have to double check that for you guys, but for right now we do have Ignite versus Natalia, our featured matchup for tonight. Two of our highest ranked players in our tournament right now, especially with Natalia here coming out at 59 I believe now, kind of floating around the 60th range for the past few weeks. Always nice to see him play. Had a pretty strong showing in Nationals the other day, I believe. If anybody in Twitch chat wants to update me with the scores, feel free to do so. And let's give them both a second here to kind of settle down, take a pick of their warm-up, and, you know, kind of get into it. Looks like they are in the process of choosing the map right now. It will be, I have no idea to pronounce that, but it's AR10, so,
Now, Jimmy, can you give us a little bit of insight into this matchup?
I'm expecting Natalia to kind of slap someone shit around. That's pretty much it, man. Like, he's ranked 60 for a reason.
One can dream. We have a great matchup. Ignite's a great player.
Definitely. But definitely the skill cap that goes into being one of the top 100 of this game is something that is not so easily overcome just by a few PP farm maps. Alright here. A BMS song here right now. Tenku no Shiro something in Italian. Or I don't know what language that is. Cherry Blossom style AR10. Unsure of what this map is, so let's have to wait to see. A big shame.